15 minutes, and you guys are on.
Okay.
I can hear the audio. I just heard someone talk. I don't know where this audio is coming from.
Welcome. It's time for some Friday night football. The Columbus Explorers versus the St. Thomas Aquinas Raiders. Welcome to the ship, Gameday Edition, presented by Baptist Health. I'm Marcos Montesino.
I'm Lucas Batalla.
I'm Adrian Perez.
And I'm Brandon Pinheiro.
And guys, today is a great day for some football. And it also happens to be our annual Alumni Tailgate. There's food, drinks, and a great time happening in the alumni tent. But first, let's talk football. Now, last season, the Explorers lacked the experience and the team chemistry that they now have this season. So they struggled a little bit against Aquinas' explosive offense.
Now, Marcos, look, we know just how powerful St. Thomas Aquinas' offense is going to be in this game. But you have to remember just how powerful our defense is. I mean, let's look at defensive end Jonathan Nua, who's averaging a sack a game in high school. Do you know how impressive it is to be averaging a sack a game in high school? I mean, come on. Now, let's look past the line and look at outside linebacker Gabriel Galvez. I mean, this guy can pack a punch. Can you imagine being a running back, rolling left and getting hit by this guy? I don't think any one of us could take a hit from that guy. Now, look, there are some things to worry about because we are missing some key assets, like middle linebacker Ethan Barosella, who's out with a concussion, and defensive tackle Jeremiah Cooper, who's out with a sprained his leg.
Got you, Lucas. And honestly, I think that the defense is really just going to have to lock down that line and not let Aquinas get any free yards. If they get anywhere near that red zone for free, they're just going to run away with the game. But the defense aren't our only good assets on this team.
That's absolutely right, Marcos. Let's switch gears a little bit and talk about offense. And if we're talking offense, we have to start with the dynamic duo of Sean James and Kingston Russ. They've been the primary scorers for this offense, and they're really going to be the ones that are going to get Columbus over the mountaintop and to the promised land to win this football game. Now, the wide receivers are also stepping into new roles, with Kamari Marseilles and Sammy Barrero stepping into their senior year. Kamari is learning how to be a wide receiver one after last year's wide receiver one, Bryce Fitzgerald, has been shipped off to University of Miami after his graduation. He just played his first game last week against Notre Dame. And Sammy Barrero now is a co-captain of the football team, doing the coin toss and all that. So he's learning how to be a captain and leader for his entire football team, not just his wide receiver room. Now, we can't forget about our tight end, Parker Gervais, standing at 6'5", a junior who's really able to fill in those gaps and just kind of be the glue guy to set together both the wide receivers, the quarterback, and the O-line. Now, speaking of that O-line, actually, Coach Dunn has described this year's O-line as being both bigger and more experienced than last year's offensive line for the Explorers. Now, what's going to set this game apart and this team apart, this offense, from every other team that we've seen, whether it's Aquinas or past Explorer teams, is that they know how to be a team. They have real chemistry, and they are able to put the football in the end zone together.
100%, Adrian. And honestly, if they want to beat a team like Aquinas, they are going to have to move as one collective unit. That team chemistry and that ability to play together is going to give them a huge leg up in this game, and it's going to put them on par to be a top 10 team. But at the end of the day, you can't really see that through stats or comparisons. Unlike you and Lucas, me and Brandon are there commentating every game, seeing that action, seeing that chemistry unfold live. So, Brandon, I actually wanted to ask you, how does Columbus look coming into this game?
Look, Marcos, I think everyone's watching the highlights from last year and thinking Columbus are going to be the underdogs, but I think they have a really good shot beating this team tonight. I mean, looking at this offense with the running backs, Sean James and Joy Triana, they proved that they are reliable. I mean, Sean James won offensive player against Miramar, and Joy Triana is getting shifty with it and getting past the defenders, getting big plays. And now going on to the quarterback, Kingston Russ. I mean, he's a dual threat quarterback, guys. He's not afraid to take the pass inside the pocket, outside the pocket, and also take the ball himself, going straight towards the defenders and putting his body at risk. I mean, guys, if we got to talk about a leader on this team, it's got to be Kingston. As well as his receivers, Samuel Barrero, and BJ Kennedy and Kamari Marseilles, they proved that they can catch the ball on crucial plays and getting to the end zone for Kingston. So I think the offense has a good shot, but now going on to the defense, I mean, last year, St. Thomas Aquinas was able to pass the ball, run the ball all over the field, and the defense couldn't stop them. But if they're going to come with that same mindset, St. Thomas Aquinas is going to be in big trouble because our defense has taken a big role in improving their defense. So, Marcos, if you're going to ask me, it's going to come down to every single yard of this game, and I think Columbus can beat St. Thomas Aquinas tonight.
No, for sure, Brandon. I think they got a great shot. And when it comes down to it, when that whistle blows, it's going to be their ability to adjust to whatever Aquinas throws at them. They're an experienced program. They have that experienced coaching staff. So it really is going to come down to how Columbus can react to whatever they have up their sleeve. And I have faith in them because they've improved both offensively and defensively. But we can only do so much talking about it. So let's take a look at how Columbus has played so far this season.
At Columbus, the season is off to a strong start. From preseason dominance to battling delays in Week 1 to a tough fight in Week 2. The Explorers have already shown toughness, depth, and the ability to complete in every phase of the game.
The Explorers opened with a preseason road test at Miramar, and from the first snap, they took control. Columbus rolled to a 36-0 shutout behind quarterback Kingston Rusk, who scored once on the ground and added another through the air. Running back Sean James sparked the offense with both power and speed, earning Offensive Player of the Week. Special teams blocked a punt to set up field position, while the defense bottled up Miramar all night long. A complete performance set the tone for the season.
Week 1 against Southridge turned into a marathon. Scheduled for Thursday, August 21st, Storms pushed play into Saturday and then again into Monday. When the game resumed, Sean James punched in the opening score. Southridge answered, but Kingston Rusk rolled out and found Bernard Cannon in the end zone to put Columbus back in front. Another lightning delay in the third quarter ended things early, leaving Columbus on top. The game will officially resume on October 6.
Columbus faced a tough road test against Maryland powerhouse Good Counsel. After allowing the first score, Angel Orozco blocked a field goal that Ivan Houston returned for a touchdown to tie it up. Both defenses fought, and a Javion Willis's interception kept the Explorers alive. But late in the fourth, Good Counsel found the end zone for the game winner, handing Columbus a hard-fought 14-7 loss.
From preseason dominance to weather delays to a hard-fought road test, Columbus has shown fight at every turn. Now they're ready to bring that same energy as they look to bounce back.
Well, guys, I can't wait to see these guys play on that field in less than an hour.
Well, Marcos, it's actually kind of funny that you say that because some of these guys are in my math class this year, and we've been talking all day about how they are ready to play this game. Okay, Lucas, let me slow you down right there. I know you know about that math class. I'm also in that math class, if you may or may not know. I sit in the back. But I have to tell you, you should be a little bit more focused on your studies. I mean, you just failed the last quiz. You have 50 in the class. All you do is talk to the football players.
Guys, why are we talking about school right now?
I'm just trying to prove a point and help them out.
Guys, let's focus on today's matchup. I mean, they say Thomas Aquinas' defense is really good, guys, and compared to our offense, and they're going to pose some challenges. And guys, I have a solution. Just hear me out. I think I should be the starting O-lineman, guys. I have the muscles. I have
Brandon,
no one would ever put
Brandon, please, you're not making the team. You're not making any line. If you're touching any line, it's going to be the sideline. That's it. You're not getting any minutes. You're not getting on that field whatsoever. But listen, guys, we are all clearly pretty excited for this game to begin. But first, we'd like to welcome our first guest of the evening, Christopher Columbus High School's very own president, Mr. Kruchek, after a quick commercial break.
Behind every champion is a team of experts ensuring peak performance.
We at Baptist Health are proud to partner with this championship organization.
It takes commitment and communication to provide the best care, and that is what we strive to do.
We take care of a lot of professional and semi-professional and collegiate athletes in our practice, but we also take care of the common athlete in the community. Even if you are a weekend warrior, you can expect the same level of care with us.
Give it to me.
Getting your license is something millions of teens stress about. Here at Adina Driving School, they take the weight off your shoulders and help propel you to the road. With instructors by your side helping you achieve your goal. Andina Driving School. Drive safe, drive smart. Give us a call and stay up to date on our social media to get started.
Hi, welcome to CIC, Commercial Interior Contractors. We're the 41-year-old startup. The reason I say 41-year-old startup is because even though we have experience of 41 years in the construction industry that we've been established as an organization, the startup part is because we're very innovative, very technological. Our entire team is young, AI-oriented. We're very excited about our future, and we're family-oriented. So welcome to our startup.
Behind every champion is a team of experts ensuring peak performance.
We at Baptist Health are proud to partner with this championship organization.
It takes commitment and communication to provide the best care, and that is what we strive to do.
We take care of a lot of professional and semi-professional and collegiate athletes in our practice, but we also take care of the common athlete in the community. Even if you are a weekend warrior, you can expect the same level of care with us.
Give it to me.
Behind every champion is a team of experts ensuring peak performance.
We at Baptist Health are proud to partner with this championship organization.
It takes commitment and communication to provide the best care, and that is what we strive to do.
We take care of a lot of professional and semi-professional and collegiate athletes in our practice, but we also take care of the common athlete in the community. Even if you are a weekend warrior, you can expect the same level of care with us.
Give it to me.
Welcome back to the ship, Game Day Edition, presented by Baptist Health. Now, I'd like you to welcome with open arms our first guest of the evening, Christopher Columbus High School's very own president, Mr. Kruchek. Mr. Kruchek, how are you doing today, sir?
I'm doing great. Thanks, Marcos. It's great to be with you guys. You guys look like you were having way too much fun in that last segment.
How do you feel being on the live ship?
I'm a little nervous. I mean, this is crazy, but this is fun. This is good to be here.
It is pretty crazy, sir. And listen, we've been seeing you walk around all over the tailgate, talking to the fans, the alum, the Columbus family. I just want to know, what do you think is so special about it?
I mean, what's special about this is how our Columbus family comes together. Today's a bad day. We got weather. I think it's clearing up. I'm an optimist. We're going to see some clear stuff here in a little bit. But for me, it brings everybody together. We have fun, we have food, we cheer, but it brings the family together. And I think that's the best thing. We're a family in good times and in bad, and especially it's good to see everybody here today.
And sir, why would you say a day like this is such a great day to do a tailgate?
Well, you know, for one thing, it's football. I mean, everybody loves to get together for football, but it just brings us together. You know, we can have food, we can do different things, but we still are able to be together as a family. You guys, young guys coming together, we see alums from so many different ages, and we're all together. It's one big Columbus family. That's what we do. We're one big Columbus family.
And Mr. Kruchek, we've seen Columbus expand so much with the new scoreboard right next to the football field and the new building that's set to come right next to the A building. I've got to ask you, what's next for Columbus?
Oh, we've got a master plan that we've completed. It's going to take us about the next 25 years into the future. It's going to cost about $130 to $150 million to do it. It's going to touch every square inch of our campus, and it's going to be it's helping to make our guys, our school, the best place that it can be. We want to be the best boys high school in America, right? That's what we want to be. And these projects that we're doing, the master plan, will make it happen.
100%, sir. And listen, I know you can't disclose too much information. You know, you're going to spoil the surprise. But I just want to know what you guys are planning to improve on from this last year.
So in this next year, we got a lot of things that we want to do. And I think, you know, for us, one of the things that we're thinking about right now, we want to have a career center. We want to have a center to help you guys get ready for that next step. We want to make sure you guys are great when you take SAT exams. We want to make sure we got classrooms, we got gathering spaces, all the things that we need to help you guys thrive, because that's what this is about. It's about making sure that you guys have a great Columbus experience, you thrive when you're here, and then when you go out there in the big world, you come back and you help us and you support us, because that's what we need.
Well, 100%, Mr. Kruchek, and we want to thank you again so much for joining us on our show. And guys, don't go anywhere. We still have so much left to cover on our show. We'll be right back after a quick commercial break.
Behind every champion is a team of experts ensuring peak performance.
We at Baptist Health are proud to partner with this championship organization.
It takes commitment and communication to provide the best care, and that is what we strive to do.
We take care of a lot of professional and semi-professional and collegiate athletes in our practice, but we also take care of the common athlete in the community. Even if you are a weekend warrior, you can expect the same level of care with us.
Give it to me.
Here at Footworks, it's more than just picking out a pair of shoes. It's about finding the right fit just for you. We start with a free gait analysis. You run briefly on the treadmill and we record your stride in slow motion. From there, we bring out the best fits from top brands so you can feel the difference. Visit Footworks at 5724 Sunset Drive, right across from Sunset Place.
Frankie's Pizza isn't just a spot, it's a tradition. Since 1955, it's been a part of Miami life, one slice at a time. Generations have grown up loving that crispy crust, melted cheese, and signature square cut. Whether it's Friday night dinner or a quick lunch with friends, Frankie's is the kind of pizza everyone agrees on. The kind that brings people together and keeps them coming back. So if you're hungry for something real, you know where to go. Frankie's Pizza.
Behind every champion is a team of experts ensuring peak performance.
We at Baptist Health are proud to partner with this championship organization.
It takes commitment and communication to provide the best care, and that is what we strive to do.
We take care of a lot of professional and semi-professional and collegiate athletes in our practice, but we also take care of the common athlete in the community. Even if you are a weekend warrior, you can expect the same level of care with us.
Behind every champion is a team of experts ensuring peak performance.
We at Baptist Health are proud to partner with this championship organization.
It takes commitment and communication to provide the best care, and that is what we strive to do.
We take care of a lot of professional and semi-professional and collegiate athletes in our practice, but we also take care of the common athlete in the community. Even if you are a weekend warrior, you can expect the same level of care with us.
Give it to me.
Welcome back to the Ship Gameday Edition presented by Baptist Health. We're so glad to be able to partner with Baptist this season. And now, an actual representative from Baptist is here to tell us about some of the great work that they're doing in the community. Mr. Ed Garabedian. Mr. Garabedian, how are we doing?
I'm doing great, and good evening, guys, and I'm very excited to be here and represent Baptist Health. I'm a homegrowner. I went to Columbus back in 1980, played sports, played baseball, and I love what you guys are doing today, so congratulations.
Well, thank you so much, Mr. Garabedian. And look, you guys have sponsored plenty of events from the high school to collegiate to professional level. What makes it so special for you, specifically, to partner with the Ship Gameday Edition?
Well, first of all, being an alumni and being part of Baptist Health and supporting Columbus means a great deal to me. Many years, have passed. I had to do the math. 45 years since I graduated from Columbus. And as you mentioned, we cover sports from the youth level, extreme football, the Kendall Coalition, to high school. We got over 40 high schools that we take care of in South Florida, from Dade, Broward, all the way up to Palm Beach. And we take that to the collegiate level and all the way to the professional level. We're taking care of the Miami Dolphins, the Florida Panthers, the Miami Heat, Inter Miami, just to name a few.
Well, Ed, look, to us, you're not just a sponsor here. You're actually part of this Columbus community that we have. How does it feel to see the energy of a game day here?
When I walked up and I saw this activity, it wasn't like this back then, guys. What you all have produced is commendable. The activity and the excitement speaks for itself. And look at, we have the cheerleaders back there in the rain. Thank you, ladies. Okay, thank you very much.
Now, Ed, Baptist Health is actually involved in a lot of school and community programs. Can you tell me why that outreach is so important to Baptist?
Our foundation started at the high school level. When we built the sports medicine program, and Dr. Uribe built this sports medicine program, he built it around high school. There was unprivileged schools that weren't being cared for. We started at the inner city, and from there we built up over 40 high schools that we're taking care of, providing over 10,000 pre-participation screenings through all the high schools, and also providing voluntary EKGs as well.
Gotcha. And sir, I just want to thank you again so much for all the work that you guys do. Can you tell me a little bit about how you guys help our athletes while they're live in-game on the field?
When we covered high school football, for example, we have a physician on every sideline supporting the school. Not EMTs, you have professional physicians who cover the pro teams. Those are the type of level of care that you're receiving on the sidelines at the high school games.
Well, sir, thank you so much for joining us on the live shift. We really appreciate a Baptist representative taking their time out of their day and, to share the great work that you guys are doing in the community. We really
I appreciate it, guys. And listen, 45 years ago when I graduated, I had my wife, who I met in high school, married, and she supported every baseball game I went to and that I played in. And she's here tonight. So thank you, Anne-Marie, for being here for me. Thank you.
Well, thank you so much for joining us, sir. And everyone watching and tuning in, make sure to stay tuned. We'll bring you this and more after a quick commercial break.
Behind every champion is a team of experts ensuring peak performance.
We at Baptist Health are proud to partner with this championship organization.
It takes commitment and communication to provide the best care, and that is what we strive to do.
We take care of a lot of professional and semi-professional and collegiate athletes in our practice, but we also take care of the common athlete in the community. Even if you are a weekend warrior, you can expect the same level of care with us.
Give it to me.
Welcome to Martel Builders, Inc. A family-owned structural specialist since the 90s.
Call Martel Builders at 786-488-2660.
Welcome to Travel Tech. Since 1990, we've been helping people travel and discover the world. At Travel Tech, we're a family-owned agency that puts people first.
Travel Tech.
With custom group tours, expert guides, and someone from our own team on every trip to make sure you're cared for every step of the way. From cruises to bucket list escapes, we're here to plan the trip of a lifetime just for you. Travel Tech, the world, one destination at a time.
In South Florida, staying cool isn't just comfort, it's essential. That's why Nell & Sons brings decades of experience, a fully stocked warehouse, and a dedicated team, ready for any project, big or small. From the moment a home is being built to the day it's finished, Nell & Sons is there, installing the systems that keep life moving, cool, and comfortable. Every installation is done with precision, ensuring lasting quality and peak performance. With Nell & Sons, it's not just about air conditioning. It's about trust, reliability, and a service that's always there when you need it. Nell & Sons, keeping Miami cool, one home at a time.
Welcome back, everybody, and another big thanks to our friends at Baptist Health for joining us today.
Yeah, guys, I think we can all agree it's great to hear the impact these guys have in our community.
And Lucas, speaking of impact, there's someone right here at Columbus who's making a huge difference with our student athletes.
That's right, Brandon. Athletic trainer Steven Chica has been facing a challenge of his own, but his story is one of both inspiration and resilience. Let's take a closer look.
In sports, you often hear stories of strength, resilience, and heart. But for Steven Chica, an athletic trainer at Christopher Columbus High School, his greatest battle isn't on the field.
So I was born with Leber's congenital amaurosis, which is a hereditary retinal disease, which progresses through different stages. You have peripheral vision, which starts to go and basically becomes a tunnel vision. You have night vision loss, which is my biggest thing right now. So what you see at night is basically what I don't see.
And since the diagnosis of the loss in his vision, Chica's life is still being affected today. But he's left a lasting impression on those who've watched him grow.
Come here, high five. How's the perfect pitch?
As a parent, having a child with a disability is hard. I think you have certain expectations or ideas of who your child is or how they're going to grow up. And I think when you learn that they have a disability and that perhaps that vision or dream that you might have had for their life is a little different.
Glove five. There you go.
Becoming a physical trainer was another challenge in itself, but Chica adapted and stayed motivated from his first love, sports.
Learning through listening, right? And then through guided practice. So, you know, let's say like I'm taping a wrist right now. If I was doing it wrong, instead of them just say you're doing it wrong, I had them hold my hand and do it with me so that they can show me and I can feel tactily how they wanted it to be done.
And sports was the way that he kept on shining, whether on the field or helping others. Rick Landera, Steven's former teacher, basketball coach, and now colleague, has witnessed his evolution firsthand.
His middle name is Hustle. And if there's anything that defines him, that's got to be what it is. Because if he wants something, he's going to go get it, and he's going to hustle, and he's going to do what it takes to get it. He's never going to let that be a reason that he can't accomplish anything he wants to.
Cardiac, or if it's an open fracture.
Some people will say that he's lost his sight, but for us, his family, he's never really lost his vision.
Each day, Steven walks the field, guided by his heart. His role as an athletic trainer demands focus and care, skills he's perfected even as the world grows dim.
There is a light in life, and when I do lose my vision, the motto of my life is just keep moving, right? And the motto of Columbus is adelante, and that's the way I live my life.
While Steven continues to feel the loss of his sight daily, he chooses not to be defined by what he's lost, rather by what he's able to give despite of it. For CCNN Live, I'm Tommy Zarut, reporting.
Wow, guys, what an inspiring story about Mr. Chica.
Yeah, Marcos, his impact is felt every single day around campus and on the field.
That's right, Lucas. And today we're also talking about some coaches whose impact is being felt.
That's right, Adrian. 4 members of the class of 2015, once teammates, now coaches and teachers, are being honored for the way they've given back to Columbus. Let's check out their story after this quick commercial break.
Behind every champion is a team of experts ensuring peak performance.
We at Baptist Health are proud to partner with this championship organization.
It takes commitment and communication to provide the best care, and that is what we strive to do.
We take care of a lot of professional and semi-professional and collegiate athletes in our practice, but we also take care of the common athlete in the community. Even if you are a weekend warrior, you can expect the same level of care with us.
Give it to me.
Getting your license is something millions of teens stress about. Here at Adina Driving School, they take the weight off your shoulders and help propel you to the road. With instructors by your side helping you achieve your goal. Andina Driving School. Drive safe, drive smart. Give us a call and stay up to date on our social media to get started.
Hi, welcome to CIC, Commercial Interior Contractors. We're the 41-year-old startup. The reason I say 41-year-old startup is because even though we have experience of 41 years in the construction industry that we've been established as an organization, the startup part is because we're very innovative, very technological. Our entire team is young, AI-oriented. We're very excited about our future, and we're family-oriented. So welcome to our startup.
Behind every champion is a team of experts ensuring peak performance.
We at Baptist Health are proud to partner with this championship organization.
It takes commitment and communication to provide the best care, and that is what we strive to do.
We take care of a lot of professional and semi-professional and collegiate athletes in our practice, but we also take care of the common athlete in the community. Even if you are a weekend warrior, you can expect the same level of care with us.
Give it to me.
At Christopher Columbus High School in Miami, football isn't just a game. It's a family tradition. And no one knows that better than Alex Trujillo.
We're fiercely loyal to each other. Those guys are going to do amazing things at Columbus. Some of them will be longtime teachers. Some of them will be coaches.
Back in 2014, Alex Trujillo, the defensive coordinator, guided a group of teenagers through long practices, tough games, and even tougher lessons. But a decade later, something remarkable happened.
It's interesting because they've now gone from being my students and players to now being my personal friends.
Those same boys, Fernandez, Grigo, DeVille, and Levy are back. Only now, they're not suiting up. They're standing right beside him as his fellow coaches.
Coaching right after high school. I was 18 years old, and Coach Trujillo asked me to come back and coach, and I wanted to do it.
And I came to a practice just to hang out, just to see the guys. Coach Moscoso was about to run the stretch, and I was like, I got it. And it just, I was bit by the bug. And from then on, I've coached every single year.
I have the deepest respect for these guys that have made the choice to take on this life. And I think a lot of that is due to that season.
What started as a friendship in the locker room has turned into a bond on the sidelines. But for the 14ers, it's the sense of brotherhood that makes it all come full circle.
The relationship from a coach and player to now coach and coach is like night and day. But how blessed are we that most of the coaching staff are Columbus football players that have come back to help the younger generation and the future generations to come.
That's the most special part. Being able to apply what you learn in football, wanting to be a better coach, wanting to be someone who people can rely on.
But what makes their return even more meaningful is how they've carried that tradition forward, bringing the same drive and discipline that once defined the 2014 football team.
They're the hardest working guys on the field and probably even in the school. I mean, they're living out the mission of 2014.
The standards set in 2014 carried on, and 5 years later, Columbus finally broke through, winning the first state championship in school history.
Imagine being told, your entire life that you can't win this, and then you win. It's a moment that I'll never be able to get back. And to be honest with you, it really stems from 2014 because we got back. We didn't win it, but that was the first moment where I began believing that Columbus can win a state championship.
It was never just about winning games. It was about building men, building bonds, and building a legacy. And as those players return as coaches, they remind us that the true measure of a team isn't just in championships. It's in the love and the lessons that last a lifetime. For CCNN Live, I'm Nicholas Tovales, reporting.
Welcome back, everybody, and man, what a great story about the class of 2015 and how their journey came around full circle here at Columbus.
Yeah, Marcos, from playing under the Friday night lights to now coaching and teaching, it just goes to show how dedicated and connected they are to this program.
And Brandon, speaking about that dedication and connection as well as brotherhood, we've got something really special coming up next.
That's right, Agent. Principal David Pugh and Ambassador of Alumni John Linsky sit down to share their stories right after this quick commercial break.
Behind every champion is a team of experts ensuring peak performance.
We at Baptist Health are proud to partner with this championship organization.
It takes commitment and communication to provide the best care, and that is what we strive to do.
We take care of a lot of professional and semi-professional and collegiate athletes in our practice, but we also take care of the common athlete in the community. Even if you are a weekend warrior, you can expect the same level of care with us.
Give it to me.
Here at Footworks, it's more than just picking out a pair of shoes. It's about finding the right fit, just for you. We start with a free gait analysis. You run briefly on the treadmill and we record your stride in slow motion. From there, we bring out the best fits from top brands so you can feel the difference. Visit Footworks at 5724 Sunset Drive, right across from Sunset Place.
Frankie's Pizza isn't just a spot, it's a tradition. Since 1955, it's been a part of Miami life, one slice at a time. Generations have grown up loving that crispy crust, melted cheese, and signature square cut. Whether it's Friday night dinner or a quick lunch with friends, Frankie's is the kind of pizza everyone agrees on. The kind that brings people together and keeps them coming back. So if you're hungry for something real, you know where to go. Frankie's Pizza.
Behind every champion is a team of experts ensuring peak performance.
We at Baptist Health are proud to partner with this championship organization.
It takes commitment and communication to provide the best care, and that is what we strive to do.
We take care of a lot of professional and semi-professional and collegiate athletes in our practice, but we also take care of the common athlete in the community. Even if you are a weekend warrior, you can expect the same level of care with us.
And a good day to you, Explorer Nation. John Linsky, your ambassador for Alumni Affairs here with the one and only 28 years an Explorer educator, 11 years as principal, the longest tenured principal in the history of Columbus High School, which I question your sanity for that. But please welcome Mr. David Pugh. Dave, great to be here with you.
Hey, John, thank you.
You've got me out of my comfort zone.
Yes, but
I'm
you're
going
gonna
to tell you that right now. I am totally out of my comfort zone right now, John. But if I'm going to do this, I'm going to do it for you.
There we
So
go, and I
it.
appreciate that. So, Dave, let's go back in time. Let's go back to 2014. Your first year as principal. My first year as dean, and your son is a senior on the football team. So let's talk about the 2014 team for a minute. The team we're honoring tonight.
Yeah, John, let me tell you, 10 years ago, it felt like just yesterday that we completed that season. To have your son as a senior on a team that takes it to the state championship, the first team in, I think, since 1982.
Correct.
To see the amount of hard work that went into that, and those kids loved each other. I mean, they absolutely grew together and they loved each other. And the passion, the dedication, the commitment, the sacrifice from not only the students but from the parents, to see it all come together that year was awful special. To have you as a dean was awful special. The only thing I'm really known for, John, is taking you out of the classroom. So,
You know what? I didn't want to do it. You made me do it, and what a great, great decision you made for me, and I appreciate that. Dave, that team was not the most talented team we've ever fielded, far and away. Do we have good players? Sure. So what do you think it was that propelled that team to the state finals?
yeah, football's the ultimate team sport. And those guys played like brothers, true brothers. They had been together for 4 years. Yeah, I agree with you, John. They were not the most physically imposing team, but they were smart, they were dedicated, they knew their jobs. Each one of them knew what they had to do to win the game. I mean, that team was 13-2.
Yeah.
So let's not take anything away from them. They were 13-2. And there was one pivotal game in that season which I feel, really just made the difference and sent them to the state championship, was that trip to Kentucky.
That was a game changer. It was a season changer. Yeah. Why was that so important, Dave?
Well, I don't know when the last time that a team had actually gone out of state, but
Not
that team
since '85. Yeah.
Yeah, so that team put together a trip to Kentucky to play Highlands High School. Highlands is a high school, a private school in Kentucky that I think had a plus 30 win record
Yes.
on their home field. I think it was Merrill Hodge, Mr. ESPN. His son was the quarterback that year.
Correct.
And we brought our team in, and we came away with a win. I want to say 33-30 or 32-30. And the first team to beat Highlands on their field in many, many years. And at that moment, when we were celebrating, you could tell there was something special with this team.
You know,
see, it was special.
You're the principal of the school. You got a lot of responsibility, but you were also a dad that year. So how was it separating yourself? Well, I'm the principal, but I'm watching my son play his senior year, and then to end up in the title game. That's got to be a amazing feeling.
Yeah, I obviously I feel extremely blessed to have had that opportunity as principal to be there for him in his senior year, to walk into that stadium in Orlando.
Yeah.
And I believe it was Lamonis's camping stadium.
It may have, or it was still the Citrus Bowl. I can't remember. CTE, Coach Pugh. I can't remember.
Trust me, I'm there, John. But to be part of that, and then obviously to hand him his diploma was extremely special. But you have to remember that he was one out of over 400 young men that I accepted as my son. And that's the way I've always looked at these young men, these explorers at Christopher Columbus High School. So, yeah, it was special to have my son David there, but it was special to be part of that team and to be part of that class.
What's been the biggest change for you in 11 years as principal? I mean, there's been a lot of things that happened from COVID to technology and AI, but so how have you seen the evolution of your job?
Well, obviously, I hope I'm making better decisions now than I did 10 years ago. I hope I've grown in some ways, but listen, it's all about our young men. It's all about empowering, guiding, leading, mentoring, and coaching these young men in the classroom, out of the classroom. That's something that's never changed. We have a passion for it. We have an incredible team at Christopher Columbus High School, and that's what we do best. We educate and we love these young men equally, and when they graduate, they know that they have had a transformational experience, one in which they were able to get the faith, one in which they were able to build on their skills, and they were able to get themselves into the college of their choice. And to me, that's the job. That's the job that we all have.
I couldn't agree more. No matter how much things changed, that mission remains the same. And we're very proud of you and what you've done and what your team has done. And how does the future look for Columbus High School?
Oh, the future is bright. Listen, the class of 2014 that will be recognized this evening, they laid that foundation.
Mm-hmm.
Because the year before them, it didn't work out so good.
No, it did not.
You know, we had high expectations. The following year we came in and we exceeded the expectations.
Yeah.
And they laid the foundation. Who would have thought 10 years we'd have 3 state championships in football?
You know, and we have reached the top of the mountain, and the hardest part, as you know, is staying there, not just athletically, but academically and everything else. Because no matter what we do, people try to imitate us, which is the sincerest form of flattery, but puts the pressure on us.
Oh, absolutely. But listen, we have stability, and we have a team of Marist educators in the athletic department, starting with Mr. McKeon. Nobody has done it better. He is the GOAT of athletic directors. He has been for over 30 years. And he continues to bring it each and every year, Coach Stiano. And we've got some young guys in and out, and the coaches who just do a phenomenal job. Coach Dunn, I mean, there's a true professional in Trujillo. Lynn Fours, those guys that are working as deans and then put on their coaching hat and go out there and spend another 3 hours with our young men. It's all about leadership, and I think our coaches do it best.
Yeah, and it all starts from the top. And we have the best principal in the state of Florida. Mr. Pugh, thank you for everything. Thank you for your friendship, and thank you for that word, leadership.
I appreciate you, John.
All right, Explorer Nation, big game tonight. We're going to throw it to commercial. Enjoy yourselves, Adelante, and thank you.
Behind every champion is a team of experts ensuring peak performance.
We at Baptist Health are proud to partner with this championship organization.
It takes commitment and communication to provide the best care, and that is what we strive to do.
We take care of a lot of professional and semi-professional and collegiate athletes in our practice, but we also take care of the common athlete in the community. Even if you are a weekend warrior, you can expect the same level of care with us.
Give it to me.
Welcome to Martell Builders, Inc. A family-owned structural specialist since the 90s.
Call Martell Builders at 786-488-2660.
Welcome to Travel Tech. Since 1990, we've been helping people travel and discover the world. At Travel Tech, we're a family-owned agency that puts people first. Travel Tech. With custom group tours, expert guides, and someone from our own team on every trip to make sure you're cared for every step of the way. From cruises to bucket list escapes, we're here to plan the trip of a lifetime just for you. Travel Tech, the world, one destination at a time.
In South Florida, staying cool isn't just comfort, it's essential. That's why Nell & Sons brings decades of experience, a fully stocked warehouse, and a dedicated team, ready for any project, big or small. From the moment a home is being built to the day it's finished, Nell & Sons is there, installing the systems that keep life moving, cool and comfortable. Every installation is done with precision, ensuring lasting quality and peak performance. With Nell & Sons, it's not just about air conditioning. It's about trust, reliability, and a service that's always there when you need it. Nell & Sons, keeping Miami cool, one home at a time.
Welcome back to the ship Gameday Edition, presented by Baptist Health. We just heard some incredible stories from Mr. Linsky and Mr. Pugh. But now, we're going to be joined by another explorer who made his mark in the sports world. Please welcome CBS sports reporter and Columbus grad, Mike Cunio, to the desk. Mr. Cunio, how are we doing, sir?
What's up, guys? It's amazing.
How does it feel to be on the live ship?
You know what? I'm not worthy. This is crazy. I did have to represent. I brought the hockey jersey out with me. Shout out to those guys, fun team over there. But no, this is really cool. You guys have an incredible setup. I'm jealous.
No, but it's good because, as a Columbus grad and alum now who's in the sports professionally, right? I just want to know what kind of stands out to you the most about the tradition of sports here at Columbus.
Look at all this. This is it, right? It grows every year. The tradition of Columbus it's the family aspect, right? Whether you played with someone for one season or all 4 years, or you did CCNN, these are the guys that you still talk to every day. You still come back and network with. You come back and do a show that never existed. Back when I was in school, it was Mr. Canella in front of a green screen doing weather alerts whenever a hurricane was coming by. I could not have dreamed of this. So when you talk about Columbus tradition, it's just always growing. And to me, the never-ending change. But, Adelante moving forward, that's a tradition.
Well, Mike, look, you've seen a lot of high school, college, and pro sports in Miami. How would you say Columbus looks in that larger sports landscape?
Great. Anytime I get to do a highlight and I get to say Columbus grad and I say, let's go Columbus, throw that C up, it just, that family keeps growing. You watch the Miami Hurricanes play Notre Dame, you got Columbus kids out there, and everyone talks about, that 2017 game against Notre Dame, and the biggest play of the game is a Columbus grad in Trajan Bandy. So those are the types of things when you see the community grow and you're covering sports, whether it's here in South Florida or on a local or national level, and you keep seeing those same names and kids pop up, it just makes you so proud to be an alumni here.
And Mr. Cunio, when you look back at your time here at Columbus, what was one of your favorite Columbus sports moments?
Favorite Columbus sports moments? You know what? We used to do, I ran a lot cross country and track here. I'll give you two. Mr. Foyle, who used to be one of the track coaches here, my senior year, we needed someone to be a pole vaulter. We weren't getting any points in pole vaulting and track and field, so he walked into the gym and asked me if I wanted to do it, and I did it. So now I get to say I did pole vaulting for a year. The other is when I was running cross country, we used to do these things called Hell Week, where we would go out of town to some hilly, small town in Florida where it was just running from sun up to sundown multiple times a day, but you're just kind of in the mud, you're in the grind with your teammates and your buddies for an entire week. And as hard as it was, those were the best memories, right? Because you went through something together, you accomplished something together. We never won states. We finished second my junior year by 2 points, so we almost got there. But the fact that we went through all that pain and struggle together, we were one of the first teams here, I think, that competed nationally for Columbus. So that was always fun to kind of set that mark and new tradition with cross country. Was a lot of fun.
And listen, Mr. Cunio, you've covered so many sports stories across.
You call me Mr. Cunio one more time. I'm kidding.
I'm sorry, sir. But listen, you've covered so many Miami sports, across your whole career. What kind of stands out to you about the future of South Florida sports specifically?
Well, if we're going to talk about teams I like the fact that you don't see a lot of complacency with the teams that we cover. The Miami Heat always seem to be going for it. It's been a couple down years, but I got to cover the Big Three era as a producer when I was first starting and as an intern, and that was incredible. But now you look at what the Florida Panthers are doing. You all grew up down here. I grew up down here. Hockey, you guys are spoiled. You didn't know what 30 years of like no playoffs were for the Florida Panthers. So the fact that we get to cover a team that is borderline dynasty right now, that's something that really sticks out. And then watching the Miami Hurricanes come back, you know, we've been wondering, when's you going to be back? When's you going to be back? And to see that program maybe turn a corner with a Columbus guy at the top, doesn't get any better than that.
For sure. And again, another big thanks to Mike. You know, Mike, gotta write this down. And it's always great to see an alum come back and share his perspective with us. But now, from one Explorer to another, let's take a look at the story of Joaquin Gonzalez and his son Vinny following in his footsteps at the U. Let's take a quick look, and then we'll be right back for Joaquin to join us here at the desk.
They say a quarterback has to know it all. The plays, the defense, and the pressure of every down. But for Vinny Gonzalez, it feels almost like second nature.
Funny enough, my parents actually didn't let me play tackle, so I literally only played flag at the Boys and Girls Club until 8th grade, and then finally got into like playing tackle like for real at Columbus.
But Vinny's story is one that began long before him, with his father, Joaquin Gonzalez, an important Miami football name from Christopher Columbus High School to the Hurricanes and finally to the NFL, where he earned his shot and made the most of it.
I may not necessarily have the talent that others did because I'm going to make up whatever talent shortfall I have with my work ethic and the effort that I put in.
Every quarterback needs his lineman, and for Vinny, he was lucky enough to have one at home.
I remember like the first day that I told him I wanted to play tackle, like he like bought me a helmet, he bought me pads, and he kind of like, I guess, taught me a little bit. I saw a side of him that I had never really seen before.
Their relationship goes beyond football. It's a part of who they are as a family.
I mean, they speak a different language, to be honest with you. They'll be talking about plays and how to run routes and what this quarterback should have done differently. It's amazing to watch them grow in that bond.
Vinny, class of 2025, has now followed his father's footsteps even further, committing to the University of Miami to play quarterback.
And it was something that, like, growing up, once I kind of understood who my dad was and realized coming to games, watching Miami, like, it kind of became who I was. Part of my personality was, like, that I was a Miami fan and the University of Miami Hurricane, like, fan. When I got that opportunity and I found out that, like, you know, like, they wanted me on the team here, like, it was something that, like, I really couldn't pass up.
The one thing that resonates with me, and I've always told them, is that there's always going to be more talented people out there. Effort can meet and exceed whoever you're facing if you're willing to commit to it. It's a matter of being as calm as possible to make the right decisions in the midst of chaos.
Now it's Vinny's turn under the lights. A Columbus graduate wearing the same orange and green his father once wore.
Like, at times, like, I would think to myself, I would be like, you know, my dad played in the NFL, my dad, like, did this, so it's like, why can't I compete at that level? I am my own person, and, like, at the end of the day, like, my legacy isn't going to be, I don't think it'll be compared to his in a way.
He fell in love with the game in his own way. He has an opportunity in front of himself to be able to prove that he could make a difference and he could create value for the team, and I think that was the same exact way that I walked into the University of Miami. That is definitely something that, you know, I cherish and I enjoy every moment to see.
For most, football is just a game. But for the Gonzalez family, it's tradition. A lineman and his quarterback, a father and his son. For CCNN Live, I'm Adrian Perez, reporting.
Every champion is a team of experts ensuring peak performance.
We at Baptist Health are proud to partner with this championship organization.
It takes commitment and communication to provide the best care, and that is what we strive to do.
We take care of a lot of professional and semi-professional and collegiate athletes in our practice, but we also take care of the common athlete in the community. Even if you are a weekend warrior, you can expect the same level of care with us.
Here at Footworks, it's more than just picking out a pair of shoes. It's about finding the right fit, just for you. We start with a free gait analysis. You run briefly on the treadmill and we record your stride in slow motion. From there, we bring out the best fits from top brands so you can feel the difference. Visit Footworks at 5724 Sunset Drive, right across from Sunset Place.
Frankie's Pizza isn't just a spot, it's a tradition. Since 1955, it's been a part of Miami life, one slice at a time. Generations have grown up loving that crispy crust, melted cheese, and signature square cut. Whether it's Friday night dinner or a quick lunch with friends, Frankie's is the kind of pizza everyone agrees on. The kind that brings people together and keeps them coming back. So if you're hungry for something real, you know where to go. Frankie's Pizza.
Behind every champion is a team of experts ensuring peak performance.
We at Baptist Health are proud to partner with this championship organization.
It takes commitment and communication to provide the best care, and that is what we strive to do.
We take care of a lot of professional and semi-professional and collegiate athletes in our practice, but we also take care of the common athlete in the community. Even if you are a weekend warrior, you can expect the same level of care with us.
Behind every champion is a team of experts ensuring peak performance.
We at Baptist Health are proud to partner with this championship organization.
It takes commitment and communication to provide the best care, and that is what we strive to do.
We take care of a lot of professional and semi-professional and collegiate athletes in our practice, but we also take care of the common athlete in the community. Even if you are a weekend warrior, you can expect the same level of care with us.
Give it to me.
Here at Footworks, it's more than just picking out a pair of shoes. It's about finding the right fit, just for you. We start with a free gait analysis. You run briefly on the treadmill and we record your stride in slow motion. From there, we bring out the best fits from top brands so you can feel the difference. Visit Footworks at 5724 Sunset Drive, right across from
By Baptist Health. Yes, Marcos, and few names carry more weight here than the Gonzalez family, true Explorers legends. And now Joaquin's son is carrying that same legacy at the U.
We're honored to have Joaquin Gonzalez and Tony Gonzalez joining us right here at the desk. So let's get to it. How are you guys?
Good, brother. Thank you for having us.
How are you doing, guys? You know, you guys are true Columbus legends, and then Joaquin carried that all the way over to the University of Miami. You know, on your days playing football here, I just want to know, what are some of the moments that you guys look back on?
I mean, for me, it was the brotherhood, right? Being able to come in here as a freshman and kind of grow the bond over, you know, the subsequent years, 3-4 years, and by the time you're a senior, you're spending a lot more time with these guys than you are with even your own family. So being able to experience high school and not only just football, but just kind of like the day-to-day and the brotherhood and like that vibrant kind of community that exists amongst those walls on 87th Avenue and 32nd. It's amazing, and I always look back and you always go, man, I wish I was back in those halls again. Some of the best times of my life, and without a doubt.
For me, it was a little bit different. I only came to Columbus my senior year. I came from a much smaller school back in 1985, 86. And amazingly enough, my longest lasting friendships are from that senior year at Columbus. And playing football, again, you know, that cements relationships in a way, and then just the camaraderie and, like my brother said, the brotherhood that exists in the school is just so strong that I felt like if I went there my entire career.
Well, guys, look, you guys have both now seen Vinny follow both you in your footsteps, right? He started off at Columbus and now, well, he's at UM. How does it feel to see him in that uniform that you once wore?
You know, it's amazing. It's a little surreal. Obviously, it kind of dates you, right? You're like, oh man, you know, I'm getting pretty old. But, you know, to me, it's kind of like a rite of passage, and seeing him blossom, seeing him, you know, happy, and seeing him find different ways of, you know, adding value and creating value for that team. It's definitely brings a smile to my face, my wife's face, the whole family. So that's something that's, to me, it's a dream come true.
And I got to experience Joaquin's run at the University of Miami. I'm 11 years older than Joaquin, and it was kind of amazing to see Joaquin go through that process. And almost, obviously I wasn't his dad, I was his older brother, but you know, I was sitting beside my dad the whole time and mom, and we got to experience that. And I was just telling my wife the other day, now my brother is the father, and he's watching his son go through it, and we get to still experience it as, you know, as a close-knit family that we are. So it's just an amazing thing. I hadn't lost my voice at a UM game in 20 years since Joaquin played, in 25 years, however long it's been. And on Monday, or Sunday was it, I did. And even though he's not playing yet, but I can imagine when he does.
Now, Joaquin and Tony, I'm sure you guys would both agree that brotherhood is a big part of football here in Columbus. But how would you say that that aspect of brotherhood affects you guys outside and after football?
You know, for me, the brotherhood, it's like anything that you need. I mean, I am in you know, my chat for my 97 class, and anything that you need, as trivial as a plumber to, you know, a lawyer to an accountant. I mean, the network and the family that you have there, and you know, if that guy went to Columbus, or if you're asking a Columbus grad for a recommendation, you know it's coming from a good place because they have your back, right? You know, they're part of the brotherhood. So in that respect, going out in the community, it's amazing to see, you know, the Columbus community kind of thrive off of that, and definitely opens, you know, if you're trying to get into my office, if you graduated from Columbus, you definitely have a leg up.
I'm going to give you a perfect example that happened today. The head of marketing for FIU contacted me, and he's a Columbus guy. I forgot the year. I think it was 2000 or whatever it is. Regardless, just because he went to Columbus, we're going to meet next week. So that's how that works.
Awesome, thank you guys.
And when you guys realize, you know, you were both a part of this football team, you know, as an alum, what makes you so proud that they're about to face a top 10 team in the nation? What makes you guys so proud to see them play and, you know, give their heart and soul in this game today?
You know, for me, being at Columbus, obviously you want to win games, and, you know, it's without a doubt that's the end goal. But to me, what always brought me back to Columbus throughout all these years was the men, and that's exactly what they were, men that guided our lives through those formidable years. The Linskys, the Boyles, the Miraballs. Those guys are as much of the Columbus community and the lore as we were, right? And we kind of, one didn't exist without the other. And I mean, back in the day, it was a little bit different than it is today. That hardship that we went through, that tough love, is something that is so endearing. And when I think back on Columbus, you're like, oh, do you think I'm tough love? I'm like, yeah, absolutely, because it made me who I am today. It's a part of me.
I got nothing to add to that. That was well said.
Well, Joaquin and Tony, you know, it's been a pleasure hearing both of your guys' stories and listening about your journeys. But now that the show's coming to a close, we have to do something that we ask every legend that comes on here, right? What is your pick for tonight's game?
Oh, baby, there's only one. Hold on a second.
And there you have it, everybody. There you go, everybody. Columbus is the pick. Thank you so much for tuning in to the live ship tonight. Thank you to our sponsors, E-Riggers, the Basquas Group, Baptist Health, and Los Melos Meat Market. Thank you so much for tuning in. Make sure to check out our stream at CCNNlive.stream and our Twitter and our Instagram. Have a great day, everybody.